What's up, Monobrats? It's Special Gordy, and welcome to part 2 of What If Luffy Had the Sharingan. So, I apologize for not uploading for like 7 to 8 days, but I'm sorry for not uploading for 7 to 8 days, is because I was having a fever, but did not waste my time. I wrote the scripts for What If Luffy Had the Sharingan. I have written till the Fishman arc, so yeah, we're just gonna go through the what ifs, parts right now quickly in the future. So yeah, if you guys want to see part 1, the link is in description below, and also my community tab has been unlocked, so I have uploaded a post there about part 2 coming today, which is today. So anyways, I have just if you guys want to go to the community tab, just go to my channel stuff, go to the community tab, and we can, you if you want whatever you want do that. And sometimes I'll do some discussion, topics there in community, because I want to discuss with you guys what about your opinions. And sometimes I'm gonna put a poll on what if you guys want, just go check it out. So anyways, if you guys want to go to the playlist section, just go to the playlist section, search the what if Luffy has the Sharingan one, and also the other what ifs that I have made. I have actually taken a break from all the other what ifs. As I said, I'm just gonna continue what ifs I have currently in mind. So yeah, that's all information you guys need. So without any further ado, let's get watching. So the story starts off with Luffy and the crew accepting Vivi as their accepting to help Vivi to solve the whole Alabasta situation, and that's when Igaram decides to self-sacrifice himself so the group and Vivi could go safely, and he does. So when they leave the Whiskey Peak, the ship who has Igaram in it explodes, and out comes Nico Robin. Now Nico Robin comes to straw to going merry, and sits on her, while Sanji and Usopp, if I remember, Usopp point a gun at her, but using her devil fruit abilities, Robin is able to throw the weapons out of her face, and she takes up Luffy's hat and wears it. Now Luffy, seeing that his hat is gone from his face, he gets angry and activates his Sharingan. This, Robin, seeing this, smiles a little, but no one, but quickly removes it. I mean, as fast as she smiled, the same speed she went back to a normal state. No one saw this except for Luffy, because he had the Sharingan active. Luffy is confused, but Nico Robin starts continuing saying about the little garden, and throws Luffy the, well, what is this now? The lock post, the eternal pass, the eternal post for Alabasta, but Luffy crushes it, saying that no one come orders him around, and Nico Robin again smiles, but Luffy, who's already activated the Sharingan, seeing this again. Now Luffy is confused about why Robin is smiling, but he doesn't pay much mind to it. So now Robin gets off the ship, and she goes back to Alabasta. Now, Crocodile and all the crew go to Little Garden. Now they reach Little Garden, and they meet two giants named Broggy, and yeah, they meet Dory and Broggy, where they get to know about the 100 years of duel which is getting made, and they also meet Mr. 3 and the small girl with the painting. And Luffy is able to quickly beat the girl, while the team is stuck in the candle thing, while Luffy beats up the little girl because he has a Sharingan, and he is easily able to evade the whole painting the crap. And Mr. 3 is done with all the group getting saved. What is his name? Sanji getting his lock post for Alabasta, while Nami gets the disease. So all of them leave Little Garden with the same, Bragi and Gogi using Haki to destroy the sea monster, and they go to Drum Island because Nami is sick. Now they reach Drum Island, and they get Nami gets hospitalized while the crew gets to know about Warpole and what he did and Blackbeard. Now Luffy decides to that he's gonna go towards the mountain and Sanji coming in, so both of them go to the mountain while Vivi and Usopp realize that Kureha is not there in the mountain. Vivi go. Luffy. What is his name? Yeah, Vivi and Usopp go towards the nearest cavern to find Kureha, and Luffy and Sanji go towards the mountain, the avalanche and stuff like that. Luffy, due to having his Sharingan as well as being more physically strong, is able to easily climb the thing, but Sanji still gets knocked out, and Luffy has to carry him in his mouth and Nami in his back, but he reaches without getting knocked out. Chopper and Kureha come and heal Nami while Luffy gets cold tap. And Nami wakes up a couple of hours later. That's when Warpole comes, and Luffy, Sanji and Chopper fight Warpole and his two men, with Chopper trying to be nice and make sure Warpole just leaves the island, but Warpole used that as an advantage. Luffy, who went back to get a coat from Nami, he comes back and defeats Warpole because he doesn't need to make sure Warpole runs away or to go to the cannon. He just uses the Gum Gum Bazooka to shoot Warpole out of the damn place, because Luffy is more stronger than he doesn't need to run here and there. And after this, all of the villagers as well as Zoro, Vivi, Usopp come up to the mountain, and when the villagers see Chopper, they start scrawning him. But Luffy, seeing this, comes in front of Chopper, who's hiding his face, getting scared. He activates a Sharingan, and everyone gets scared. Not the Straw Hat team, but the villagers, because they are scrawning Chopper. Now, what is his name? Luffy turns to Chopper and tells him it is okay to be different, but Chopper asks how Luffy would know. Then Luffy tells him something. Now, flashback. So after Luffy got the Sharingan, he's very excited. So he tells all the villagers as well as the Dadan's pirate, the whole bandit crew. Now, due to this, so the villagers start the Dawn villagers, or the villagers of Luffy's hometown. They start hating Luffy because they think that Luffy is some kind of monster, with only Maki, the bartender, as well as the villagers mayor believing in Luffy. And just like the villagers, even Dadan family fears him, except for Dadan and Ace. And some more canon fodders. So Luffy understands the feeling of hate from other people. Even if Luffy wants to avoid it, he has been avoiding it most of this entire year. But even if Luffy wants to avoid it, he just feels lonely, being hated for something he can't control. So Luffy wants to master this. That's also one of the determination for Luffy to master this eye ability, so he could prove them wrong. Basically, it's like Naruto, he wants to control the QB so he could prove other people wrong. But anyways, Luffy's main goal is still to become the Pirate King, to be the freest man on earth. But anyways, off track. So the flashback ends, and Chopper is every Straw Hat is shocked that they didn't know Luffy had such a past, because they thought the superpower thing didn't have any repercussions, but Chopper is freely crying because he didn't want anyone to experience what he gone through, and he kind of feels a connection to Luffy. So Luffy asks Chopper to join the crew, and Chopper is hesitant, but he joins a little easier than in canon because he has someone to relate with. So, and this changes something, and I'm gonna tell you what. Chopper is more inclined to talk to Luffy than Usopp. So Usopp and Chopper does not have that relationship. It's Usopp, it's Chopper and Luffy. This is gonna change many things in the future. Why? I'll tell you guys later. So anyways, Kureha decides that Chopper needs to go on an adventure, so she chases him out of the castle, and Luffy with a new the Straw Hats with Chopper in their new crew and Vivi, all of them go to Alabasta. Now reaching Alabasta, most of the events goes the same, meaning Luffy and Ace meet up, and Ace asks Luffy to join the White Beard. Luffy declines. Ace tags along with the group to go to Kaiza's hometown. Now, who is Kaiza? Kaiza is the rebel army leader, or more commonly known as Vivi's childhood friend. So they go to his hometown where they realize that the rebel army's base has been changed. So Vivi decides to go to the whole rebel army place, but what is his name? Luffy, having enough of going around and around, decides to just go to, well, Crocodile and beat his ass. But Vivi wants to go to the rebel army to stop her, but Luffy doesn't care. And Vivi punches Luffy, Luffy punches Vivi and gives us a whole speech about friendship. And yeah, so all of them go to Crocodile's hideout, the whole casino thing, and they all still get trapped. And Crocodile, goes on about his whole speech with how he's gonna, take up the whole "I'm gonna be the ruler of this Alabasta kingdom" thing, while Smoker, who's there currently, also hears this. So yeah. So after that, Sanji comes in, saves the group with the whole water thingies. I don't know what it's called. Water thingies? No, the water animals that Crocodile has as a pet. I forgot what the species was. So those people would. No, those species would attack the group while they were in a cage, but Sanji would come in, break the cage, help others, and they would leave, with Zoro helping. What's his name? I forgot. Zoro helping Smoker, and Luffy deciding to leave Smoker, and Smoker deciding to leave the entire group so they could go to Alabasta. Now Chopper from out of nowhere brings a crab, so all the group gets saved and they go. That's when Crocodile uses his whole "I'm the pirate" thing. Seriously, what is this called? Yeah, the crook in his hand, and he pushes it to capture Levi, but Luffy stops it, and Luffy decides to fight Crocodile, and the group goes. So Luffy becomes arrogant, thinking that he can defeat anyone in his way. He just thinks that he can beat anyone in his way because Luffy was arrogant before he met Whitebeard. No, dude, the real reason for the time skip for 2 years was because he saw Whitebeard's power. He saw Whitebeard, the thing, splitting seas and all stuff. He realized just how weak he is, and that is the power of an old man. So he just puts two and two together and realizes just how young people powers would really be. So Luffy, most of the stuff he was, pre-time skip was mostly cocky. Now you might be saying, oh, Luffy's not cocky, but yeah, he was fighting the warlord of a sea without any help. So I think that was cocky, but that's just me. So Luffy and Crocodile have their first fight, with Luffy, dodging most of Crocodile's attack because of his speed and the Sharingan with him. But Crocodile still manages to capture Luffy. But Luffy realizes Crocodile's weakness, which is water. But Luffy realizes a little too late and gets pummeled to the ground, thrown in a sandstorm, and left there to die. That's when Robin comes in, saves Luffy, and gives him to the Royal Guard. I forgot what his name was. Spec, the guy who can turn into an eagle. Yeah, that guy. And Nico Robin goes with Crocodile while the group goes to Alabasta, and Luffy eats meat and takes water and goes. So the group, now let's go to the group. So the group reaches Alabasta, where Vivi tries to stop the rebellion army which is coming to them, but nothing happens because they don't stop. So the crew decides to fight. So Sanji fights Bon Clay, Zoro fights Mr. One, Usopp and Chopper team up to fight the mouse girl, the mouse auntie, and the guy with the baseball. And lastly, Nami fights the one with the big hair and big nails. I forgot what her name was, but she's not mostly interested. But they all defeat their fights just like in canon, with Zoro being a little faster because Zoro has been training with Luffy. Zoro and Sanji has been defeating their opponent a little faster than canon, but that doesn't really make any sense. So Luffy, Vivi would go towards Alabasta, not Alabasta, to the king, where where Vivi sees that the king is in capture of crocodile. He has been captured by crocodile, and he Kaiza comes in, realizes what is happening, tries to stop the rebelling, but gets nowhere. Gets his ass whooped, and so that's when Luffy comes in, and Luffy and Crocodile start their round 2, while what is his name? Robin takes the king towards the Poneglyph. Since Luffy has the Sharingan, it is more even than canon. The second fight, basically Crocodile and Luffy had 3 fights. Number 1 is the fight of during the Crocodile arc. No, first is the fight with Luffy and Crocodile in the sandstorm place. Second fight is the fight where Luffy uses water, and the third fight is where Luffy uses his blood. Basically, yeah. So this third fight doesn't happen in canon, by the way. I mean, in this water, by the way. So anyways, Luffy would Luffy would start fighting Crocodile with punches and kicks. With the Sharingan's ability to predict others, he's able to dodge all of Crocodile's weird ass attacks to bring tornadoes, stuff like that. And he's using water to make Crocodile's sand dampen, and he's giving Crocodile punch after punch after punch. Now Robin goes towards the Poneglyphs, reads it, and finds out the Poseidon, right? Yeah, it's not Poseidon, it's it's not Poseidon, it's Pluton. Basically, now Robin finds out the place of Pluton, and she comes back with the king to where Luffy and Crocodile are fighting. Now you might be wondering why is Robin coming back? Because Robin was to get betrayed by Crocodile, but as I said, that's not gonna happen. The third fight between Luffy and Crocodile ain't gonna happen. That's the fight is gonna be dealt in the second fight. So anyways, let's go to the fight between Luffy and Crocodile, or the round 2. So Luffy and Crocodile are duking each other out, with Luffy using water and Crocodile using sand. Luffy has his gum fruit, and Crocodile uses his sand to make sure Luffy dies, kind of stuff like that. But mostly it doesn't happen. So Luffy doesn't waste so much water like in canon, because he knows for a fact what Crocodile's weakness is, and he wants to save as much as possible. And due to his Sharingan, he's kind of a little intelligent than in canon because of his old real badass childhood. So Luffy would Luffy would start gaining the upper hand, but that's when Robin and the king show up. Crocodile deciding to betray Robin now uses her as a cat. So Luffy uses a gum pistol to punch Crocodile, and he gets hit, and Crocodile seeing that the king and Robin are there, decides to kill the king and then betray Robin. So he uses his sand to send a wave of sand towards the king, but Robin pushes him out of the way and gets hit. Seeing this, Crocodile realizes that she has betrayed him, and Crocodile was going to attack Robin, who's hurt to help the king. And Luffy, seeing this, gets enraged. First he thought that Robin was a bad person, but now he sees that Robin has saved a life of an enemy of more of that. So Luffy decides to save her, and Luffy, seeing Crocodile using another attack, comes in front of him, punches him in the face with a water punch, putting water in his hand and punching Crocodile. Then he punches him upwards, and then he pulls his arm all the way towards the back. Now Luffy, he stretches it as much as possible with Crocodile in the air, and he's recovering from his punches and kicks. But Luffy brings his hand out and positions his other hand, which is free. Basically, his right hand is behind, his left hand is pointing towards Crocodile, and he pulls his hand back. and it's the right hand which was back, skyrocket towards the front. You get what I'm understanding, right? Basically, then Luffy punches crocodile right in the stomach, and after punching crocodile right in the stomach, at the same moment some sparks of fire come in Luffy's hand, causing crocodile's body, which was at sand currently, to go to crystal, to go to glass, turn into glass, and crocodile is sent flying. But Luffy's hand is burnt by seeing this. He doesn't know what it is, but he is not complaining because he has just defeated crocodile. So this is the bastardized version of Red Hawk. Now you might be wondering how the hell Luffy is using Red Hawk currently, because he is number one, he has not died and not given his will to Luffy. But that's not how the way Red Hawk works. The Red Hawk is basically friction, basically pulling his hand back and using all the friction created in one person and hitting it towards the punch. That's basically how Red Hawk is. But since Luffy hasn't named this attack yet, because I wanna make sure Luffy names this attack later. So anyways, Luffy defeats crocodile and the praise, and Vivi and Kaiza stop the bomb, just like in canon. Not the bomb, the Petro, that was his name, right? The Petro guy, the guy with the eagle wings, the commander of the Alabasta kingdom, one of the commander, I mean. So he uses his wings to not take the bomb out of the sky, and it blasts, which seemingly kills the commander, and Vivi and the guys celebrate the defeat of crocodile. Now the world government wants Smoker to take the claim, but Smoker's like fuck off. So Luffy gets a bounty of 110 million. What was the currency? Million yen, I think. Yeah, 110 belly, 100 million belly. That's the belly. It's called belly. So anyways, yeah, it is 10 million more than what it is in canon. But as I said, Luffy is much stronger, so I think it is more reasonable to add a more 10 million to his more of a bounty. The world government still doesn't know that Luffy has the Sharingan, because Luffy hasn't used it and his poster doesn't indicate it. So the only person who knows Luffy has a Sharingan is Crocodile. In the villain's arc, I mean, Crocodile, the group, Vivi, and yeah, then I think the people of the Drum Kingdom, the people of the Fuchsia Kingdom, the people of the Luffy's village, and the Kokoyashi village. These are all the people that know Luffy has a Sharingan, but Luffy doesn't know the name is Sharingan, by the way. I just wanted to clear this out. Luffy just thinks that this is a part of his eye. This is just like a superpower of his eye, because he knows that this is not a devil fruit power. He thought this was a devil fruit power before, but yeah, he knows that this isn't a devil fruit power. It's like a more different one, but he doesn't ponder much about it. So the crocodile is defeated and Luffy gets a bounty, while Zoro gets a bounty of 60 million. Yeah, the same. Other than that, no one else gets a bounty. So anyways, the group celebrates the defeat of crocodile, and then a couple of days later, the Luffy and group part away, with Bond Clay saving the ship, sacrificing himself, and the group goes to the next place. And that's when Robin comes in, saying how Robin saved Luffy's life. Robin thought she was gonna die, but Luffy saved her, so she wants Luffy to take the responsibility, which Luffy is like, sure, why not? And yeah, Robin is part of the group, but Robin does tell Luffy about his eye, about not fully about her, because Ohara people, she tells a backstory, not literal backstory. She tells her she's from an extent people who had died by the hands of the marine, so they were pretty knowledgeable. So Luffy, this is kind of easy. When Sanji asks how, from where this eye comes from, she tells it is from the Void Century. Now, hearing this, like everyone in the Straw Hats is shocked. Not everyone. Usopp, Chopper, then Usopp, Chopper, and Luffy doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Zoro is shocked because he has heard about the Voice Century. Nami is shocked, but the most shocked here is Sanji because he's from the Gamma 66, who has kind of a relation with the world government and one of the emperors of the sea. But yeah, so anyways, he she tells what she has learned about the Sharingan being to copy abilities and to predict movement. Now this is a surprise for even Luffy. He didn't know that he could copy abilities, and he thinks that this is awesome. So the Straw Hat get to know that this ice that Luffy has, the name is Sharingan, and yeah, they go to the next place, and that's where we're gonna leave for this episode, guys. If you guys like this video, like, share, subscribe, do the necessary stuff, and if you don't, I can understand. Peace out.